Hello there and welcome to SME On Point. My name is Nobesuthu. Thank you for staying with SABC News. So the upcoming national elections next month will be the most contested in South Africa's history. The country marks 30 years of democracy. During this time, we've seen the exponential growth and development of the SME sector, especially in the townships. However, the road to contributing to the mainstream economy has been a mixed one. On one hand, many like Queen Mashimbye, who's the co-owner of Sompisi, Barber and beauty salon, have been able to create employment for themselves and the others. In the same breath, as our other guests will join us a little later, Nobesuthu Ndlovu, the CEO of SME Go, will tell us many small businesses are no longer in existence during this time. I invited both the ladies to begin our hashtag 2024 Elections and SME series to unpack their experiences and expectations for the next government. With me right now, I have Queen Mashimbye. Thank you so much for joining us on SME On Point. Just briefly tell us a little bit about your business. I know that you co-own it in Soweto with 3 others. There's also a tattoo studio. As we prepare for elections, what are the most pressing things that you will be thinking of as you will be making your mark on the ballot? But firstly, do tell us about your business.
Oh, good day. Thanks for having me, Liabo. I'm Queen Mashimbye. I'm co-owner at Sompisi, Barber,
Yes.
Salon and tattoo studio. There's 4 of us.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And how did you get into that collaboration with the others?
I'm a nail tech, so I met Ndlovu. I met Ndlovu in 2011. I met Batao. Both Ndlovu and I worked together from 2011, and then we got to meet Batao and Mkolisi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now tell me about your views as a business owner with these particular elections. What is your feeling when you think about your working conditions as a business owner and what this current government has been able to offer and your expectations for the next one?
With the business, we have challenges, a very lot of challenges, especially collocationing, because lack of electricity, medi and everything.
Yeah.
So business is very slow.
Wow.
Yeah, business is really very slow, because last year, for the whole year, we didn't have electricity at the shop.
Wow.
So we had to part ways for the whole year. So we met again together this year when electricity came back. So yeah, it's very difficult to run a business in these conditions. Very difficult.
Right. Let's bring in Nobesuthu Ndlovu. She's joining us via Zoom online. Nobesuthu, welcome to SME On Point, and thank you so much for sharing your insights with us. You are involved in mentoring businesses, small businesses, and coaching them. As we prepare for next month and those national elections, what kind of things should business owners think of as they go to the ballots that will inform the decisions for the next governing party and other municipalities, by the way?
I think it's important for business owners to be cognizant of what are the things that actually they need the government to fix and enable so that their businesses can actually be effective. So we have an urgent situation, as your guest has just mentioned, around the energy crisis, which really has an impact on doing business. So I think people need to be cognizant of what are the policies that some of these parties are actually saying in terms of fixing that particular issue, because it's got a major impact in terms of how they do business. But I think what's also quite important is the ability and access to funding. What are the parties saying in relation to not only access to funding, but how will it be distributed? That's been one of the biggest challenges that we saw even during the COVID times, when there was funding that was supposed to be available. The distribution and the disbursement of it was very limited.
Yeah. Queen, do you have the same experience with regards to funding? During the time where you had to part ways, did you sit at home or did you try other business? And what has been your experience with going to the municipality to tap into their programs, for instance, that help businesses?
We don't have much information about how the municipality works. That's how bad it is when it comes to the location businesses. We don't have any information as to what's happening. We tried getting funds, but with fail, we haven't got anything.
Nobesuthu, as Queen says that they don't have any information. In your line of work, is this what you find with many of the SME owners that you mentor, that they do not know where to go or who to go to, what programs to tap into? Could they themselves do better, or should the municipalities, for instance, do better in communicating of the programs that and support that is there for small business owners?
So there are a lot of programs that are available, and the harsh reality is that business owners don't have the time to figure out which funding institutions offer what, and that's simply not what SME business owners should actually be doing. They should be focusing on growing their business. And what we've done from an Old Mutual perspective is to actually provide a platform where all the funders, we've got about 18 funders on the platform that are providing funding. So I'd say to your guests, if they are struggling to find funding solutions, they can get onto our platform, which is SME Go. It's available on the app stores and it's available online. As it relates to municipalities and governments, I really cannot speak on their behalf in terms of where that information is. But as a financial institution, we realize that this is one of the biggest gaps: time to specifically find funding solutions, which we've solved for.
Now that you are back in operations, Queen, what are the most services that people in your area are coming into your shop for? I know that you said you are a nail tech, there's also a tattoo. Are you seeing more people, coming into the store, and what's their experience of having a place that's so nearby to home, as opposed to previously when we had to take 1 or 2 taxis to come to town and be able to do our hair and our nails?
The experience, it's very bad, because since COVID, most of our clients don't have jobs, so we live on hand to mouth. So business is very bad. It's really bad.
So let's make a scenario here, and let's say it is the 29th of May. It is the morning. You've got your ID and you're preparing to go to vote. What is on your thought? Take me through that scenario in your head. What is in your mind as a business owner, first before as a resident of Soweto?
Service delivery. I think service delivery is important. Why? Because there's the structures. Number one, the structure. We had to fix the salon ourselves. The structures at the location are very bad. With electricity, with water, the structure is really bad. So I would say service delivery, if baka khona hore ba re lokisetse, then we'll take it from there. Because there's a lot to do.
Yes. Have you had political parties approaching you as a business to try and get to say vote for us, and what has been your experience?
With political parties, they only make promises. We've been promised. I think 3 political parties came to our shop, and they promised us, and nothing happened. Till today.
Right. The Business Partners has an interesting SMA survey in which they surveyed some number of businesses in terms of their views about elections. And one of the interesting that came out of that survey was that they are worried about the imminent risk of turbulence and protest action during the election season, and how that would impact operations. Nobesuthu, let me bring you in here. This is a real threat for businesses, particularly those that are based in the townships, like Sompisi is based. To what extent do you think that should occupy the minds of a business owner as they prepare for next month?
I think that's a tough one. Service delivery protests are a reality and as part of our lives as South Africans. But to be honest, I don't think that business owners should be highly consumed, because it may be a moment in time. But what may be useful is for people, or rather business owners, to think about where else could they be taking their product to where there isn't such a turbulence, because the turbulence isn't necessarily throughout the entire country. And what I'm alluding to here is, and this also speaks to when we look at who we're going to vote for, who is promoting the ability and the opportunities to export our products as South Africans. We consume a lot of products internationally. It's high time that we export a lot more products. So really growing our customer base as business owners outside of South Africa is actually critical.
Right. Queen, are you concerned about imminent strikes and how they could impact operations?
Yes, we are concerned because that's what we live on. I'm running a household with that money. So if there can be something that's going to disturb the business, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the few minutes that I have left, let's assume that it is maybe the 1st of June. And maybe we have a new government in place. What are the two things, Nobesuthu, that you would want them to think of or prioritize for SMEs as well as entrepreneurs?
I think number one is what we've touched on, decreasing the barriers and access to funding for businesses. And by barriers, it's really some of the regulations which are hectic for business owners to actually comply to and to manage within their business. So I think that's the first one. And then the second one is definitely looking at what are the opportunities around exporting our products as South African businesses so that we can improve our country holistically.
Right. And Queen, your two most important things that the next administration should pay attention to when it comes to your business and others?
As I said, I hope for a better change, especially the service delivery. Can I include health as well?
You can.
Yes, especially health, because I'm a cancer patient as we speak. Was on chemo last year from April till October, did my surgery November.
Yeah.
So the experience that I had with the health department as well, gave me a concern.
Right.
Yeah.
Ladies, thank you so much for your views on SME on Point. I've been speaking to Queen Mashimbye. She's the co-owner of Sompisi Barber and Beauty Salon. And I've also been speaking to Nobesuthu Ndlovu. She's the CEO of SME Go. We've been speaking to them on our first installment of 2024 Elections and SME. It's a series that will be running right until the election time every Friday, just to speak to entrepreneurs and small business owners about their expectations and their views on how the country is run and what they would like to see happen. We do this because we believe that they play an important role in also shaping the narrative. Most times, small business owners are left out in the cold in terms of what they think with business, with big developments like elections and others. So we here on SME on Point, we have decided that they'll use this platform to give their thoughts. And we are on SME on Point on Facebook. Our handle's at SME on Point. And we did put a post there this morning to share with us your experiences and what your expectations are, that we are hoping that we will play them on the show in the next coming weeks. And with that, that's all from us from SME on Point for this week. Please remember to support small businesses in your communities. Hey, let's make those reds and cents circulate. Goodbye.